Hello and welcome to TCG TV Episode 2, How Do I Safely Reopen My Restaurant? Alrighty, so I have Natalie Walterhoefer here with HC Walterhoefer. Natalie, tell us a little about the company and what you guys do.
Sure. So our company, as you said, is HC Walterhoefer, and we are a small family-run business. We've been based in the Baltimore area since 1900. My great-grandfather started it, so I'm now the fourth generation in this business, and I work as a sales rep. And the businesses that we service are mostly restaurants. We do janitorial supplies, some hospitals, snowball stands, pizza shops, things like that.
So all the toilet paper and the hand sanitizer in the world, right?
Yep, all the Corona supplies.
So right now, I'm sure they're pretty busy. What's your main type of clientele you work with?
So restaurants primarily, being that we're in Baltimore, we service a lot of the smaller mom and pops. So all of the marketplaces like Lexington Market, Cross Street Market, they are customers of ours. We also do a lot of other small businesses. So where like big restaurant chains will buy from bigger suppliers, we are able to offer competitive pricing and really good customer service. And smaller quantities where we can service the smaller businesses. So all the little independently run restaurants, that's kind of who we go after.
How do you differentiate yourself from your competitors or just like other resources like going to Costco or something? How do you differentiate yourself?
So we offer a lot of convenience services. So Costco, for instance, or other big box stores where you have to go yourself in person and make purchases, we offer delivery. So right there, that saves you some time and convenience. If you are a business and you want to get matched up with a sales rep, such as myself, we offer inventory management services free of charge. It's just, I come to you and I learn what you go through in a week and I take care of the ordering to make sure you're always stocked up. So that's a nice service. We also offer flexible payment terms. And then compared to some of the other competitors that we have that supply big businesses, they're big businesses and they supply big businesses. We offer competitive pricing and also smaller quantities that you can buy. So if you are a small business and you're intimidated by the idea of buying huge cases of things, we break it down so you can buy smaller quantities that fit your budget and your storage capacity.
So it can benefit more from smaller businesses not having to pay as large a price tag or as large of inventory.
Exactly, yeah. So we're a small business and we are for small business.
Now, what's the main thing that you typically are helping these restaurants with? Like what's the best way you can service some of these restaurants?
Well, typically we're doing a lot of just general restaurant supplies, but since the coronavirus started, we've switched to a lot more janitorial stuff. We've really beefed up our supply of things we offer, like sanitizers and masks and wipes and things like that. Also being that most businesses are operating carry-out style, we've started carrying, or we've always carried carry-out supplies, but we've started selling a lot more of those carry-out supplies and helping people choose what the best way is to package what they are selling, because where restaurants maybe were eat-in only before, now they need to figure out how they can get their customers to take their meals home and, stays intact and hot and good. And
Yep. So we've seen obviously a large uptick in the to-go and the takeout industry. So I'm assuming that's going to be a large way that you can provide service as companies start shifting more into takeout and carry out. They're going to need probably just to carry a lot more of that supplies, I'd assume, on hand. Have you seen a large uptick with some of the businesses starting to just obviously increase their orders for that type of material?
Yes and no. Yes, they're ordering more to-go stuff because that's really the only option they have to do business. But at the same time, businesses have also been really slow. So it's not necessarily that they're ordering more boxes than before. It's just maybe they're ordering boxes where they weren't before. or they're ordering cleaning supplies that maybe they weren't cleaning before, or you know, a more wide variety of things that they have to have on hand to be safe.
So a lot of people that were ordering a lot of to-go boxes before probably aren't increasing their order, but you're maybe getting some new orders from people that weren't necessarily really doing to-go or takeout as much before.
Correct. Yes. Yeah, and we've really tried to listen to people, what has succeeded for them and what maybe hasn't worked, and tips and tricks and things that businesses have done to help promote their business, or help make their customers feel safe. Ways of getting the word out there that yes, we are open and this is what we offer and this is what we do.
So what are you seeing in regards to safe ways to open? Are you guys seeing some safety techniques? I know that we've referred a couple people that needed some hand sanitizer in large quantities.
Yeah.
Now people are going to be starting setting up stations in the front part of the restaurants. People start opening back up. I mean, what are you seeing in regards to some techniques about safely reopening?
So all the things that you see, like anybody that's gone to the grocery store, those are all good things to mimic. Putting tape down to help customers know how to space themselves, putting plexiglass at the register, wearing masks, you know, all that stuff, of course, is important. But where we really come in is with sanitizers. We offer different options. You can buy it by the gallon. Some people do a pump. Some people that are maybe having issues with customers trying to steal sanitizer, which sounds terrible and sad, but it happens. There are options where you can have wall mount dispensers. We have a guy who is welding iron stands. So if you don't want to mount something to the wall, you can do a wall mount. I mean, a freestanding mounted unit.
Those
we also
were customized too, right?
What's that?
Those were customized too, right? Those steel stands. Can't you put your logo on them?
You can. I mean, there's a general style. It just says sanitizer. It's a base price, and then if you want to customize it for an additional charge, you can put your name on it. The other thing that we have that's really cool are these individual sanitizing wet naps. So it's similar to what you would get if you go eat crabs or wings. They're individually packaged. And this is something a lot of restaurants are using to put at place settings. So when your customers come in, they can sanitize their hands. These are different from ordinary wet naps because they have alcohol and, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, benzalkonium chloride. So it's disinfecting. So little unique things like that help a lot. We've also started carrying and selling a lot more hard surface sanitizers, sprays, things that you can use on counters, cart handles, doorknobs, restaurant tables. I mean, anything, any hard surface, because people are definitely cleaning a lot more than they used to. What are you seeing restaurants doing to adjust right now and open back up?
Yeah, so good question. A lot of the restaurants are moving obviously to outside dining as that starts to open back up, and getting outside space with tents and to covered dining, but you're still exterior dining, so that way you can social distance yourself. And a lot of people have been using their exterior windows for takeout, and they're doing actually orders coming to the window and sitting down, or just normal dining where you have a server come to your table. So there are some ways that you can socially distance yourself and start maximizing your outside footage of your building or your location, obviously if you have the parking for it.
Definitely, yeah.
So Natalie, any advice you have for some of the restaurant bar owners as they're opening back up? Anything, tips or tricks that you've seen work?
I would say the most important thing I've seen is letting your customers know that you are open if you are, and what your new hours are if they've changed, what your new procedures are. When this whole thing initially began and people shut down, and then a few restaurants said, hey, you know what, we're going to try the carryout thing. At first they were really slow, and then a couple of them put big homemade signs out front so that as cars would drive by, they knew that they were open. And within about a week, the traffic started coming in, because the biggest problem right now is people don't know. They don't, are you open? Aren't you open? If your hours have changed, I would say make signs, go online. If you have a website, make sure that's updated. If you have an account like your Google business information, maybe try and update your hours and information there. as well as posting signs, just letting people know what your procedures are. Are you sanitizing regularly? Are masks mandatory at your business? What
Mhm.
you're offering to help. If people forget masks, I think it's a great idea to offer them, have them available.
Mhm.
Just say, hey, look, we understand it's new. You might have forgotten. Here's a mask, no problem. Come on in.
And we've seen I agree. We've seen a lot of success with the business owners that have taken hold of social media and their online presence. So people that update their business hours on their Google business page, people that are proactive in Facebook, and kind of showing them on the back end of what they're doing as a business. Here's how we're opening back up. Here's what we plan to do. I mean, a lot of the things that people love to see, that engagement kind of behind the scenes too. So as you let the public know, the social media presence has been really strong, and there's been a good reaction to that from actually bringing clients into the business from what we've seen.
Yeah, definitely. They can't support you if they don't know you're there.
Right. Yeah. So be heard and be active on social media. It pays off tenfold now more than ever, I'd say.
Hmm.
So what's been the most valuable thing you've learned during this COVID outbreak?
Learning to adapt your business to new normal, new standards.
Mm-hmm.
So for us, it means we had to start carrying products that we didn't carry before. We had to start offering them in ways maybe we didn't offer them before.
Mm-hmm.
You have to allow yourself different timelines for getting things. So you just have to be ready and willing to adapt.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I've seen a lot of businesses. The restaurant is a good example where now they are making cocktails to go, where that was never something they did before, but that was a way they could offer their experience in a new way.
And they better keep that. I can't go without my to-go Orange Crush. I mean,
Oh yeah, definitely. It's been
that's a
great.
standard.
Yeah. So I would just say for everybody's going to learn that lesson in their own way, but look for ways that you can adapt and change and create something new.
Yeah, and I know you guys have probably changed a lot just from what I've uh, gathered watching you guys. There's been a large demand in certain products, and some things it's if we go to the grocery store and there's no hand sanitizer, there's no toilet paper, but yet you guys have found a way and found the able to get that inventory, so that holds a lot of value, and that's something that has benefited you guys greatly, where some companies just that can't get it, like Walmart and even these large retail stores can't even get that much material.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's helped you guys a lot in your business.
Yeah, definitely. And all of that goes back to, again, being inventive and adapting. A lot of the places where we are getting this sanitizer, they weren't manufacturing it before. They were manufacturing grill cleaner for us.
Mm-hmm.
But they said, hey, we have the machines, we have the access to the supplies, we can do this. So they adapted and they've got a business from it.
We've actually seen a lot of distilleries start moving into
Yep.
doing hand sanitizer, which I guess the similar type of process because you're still creating alcohol.
Yep.
But it's pretty cool to see them in liquor bottles, and
Yeah.
it's pretty innovative.
Definitely. Yeah.
Cool. So thank you for coming on, Natalie. Where can they contact you if they were looking to get some more to-go boxes or janitorial supplies, sanitizer, toilet paper, or anything of that nature while things are tough? What's the best way to contact you?
Couple ways. So I have an email address. It's natalie@walterhoefer.com. We have a website, so you can email through the website. You can call or even come into our retail store. We are located at 2331 Washington Boulevard. So if you don't want to go through a sales rep like myself, you can come on in. It's open to the public. There's no membership required. Poke around and see what you see.
And we'll post Natalie's information below if you want to reach out to her. She'll be more than happy to help with any questions, I'm sure.
Definitely.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Don't forget to hit the like button, share, and comment any topics you want to hit next week. All right, everybody, have a good day. Talk to you soon.